Good evening. My name is Karina Daros. I'm one of the class officers of the class of 2023. Please be seated. On behalf of the Watertown High School's students and staff, I would like to welcome Superintendent Dr. Allison Villanueva, members of the Board of Education, Central Office staff, State Senator Eric Berthel, State Representative Joe Paletta, Town Manager Mark Ramo, Town Council members, Watertown School administrators, family, and friends. Welcome to the 2023 Watertown High School commencement exercises. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium our interim principal, Miss Arlene Tansley.
Thank you, Karina. I would like to start by saying thank you to our parents for allowing me to interact with your fantastic children during the past 4 months. To our students, you have been some of the most polite, respectful, and engaging group of young people I have ever had the pleasure to interact with. And I thank you for that. Coming midway through the year is usually difficult for everyone involved to adjust to, but you have risen to the task. Your involvement in school and community is recognized by every resident of this town. Please continue your eagerness to give your time and participation in civic endeavors throughout your adult lives. Best wishes for a future that is filled with success, but more importantly, happiness. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium class officers Alexander Putik and Kyle Zaccanini for the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem.
Good afternoon. Would everyone please stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the National Anthem? Starting with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, senior members of the choir will sing our national anthem. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium my fellow class officer, Alexa Philippi.
We have been very fortunate for the past 4 years to have many amazing teachers, coaches, secretaries, custodians, and leaders at Watertown High School. They have guided our paths through our successes and challenges. We would like to take a moment to recognize all those who have given so much for us. Faculty and staff, please stand as we say thank you for helping get us here today. It is now my privilege to introduce our assistant principal, Mr. Thomas Hogreave, to recognize some students.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to acknowledge the members of the class of 2023 who are entering military service following graduation. These students should stand when I call their names. Christian Bratz, United States Army. Christian is unable to attend today's ceremony since he has already reported to active service. Gregory Stroll, Connecticut Air National Guard. I would also like to invite anyone in our audience who is currently serving on active duty or has completed their service to please stand with our seniors who are entering the military to be recognized. Thank you to these students for your service to our nation. At this time, I would like to welcome back to the podium our interim principal, Ms. Arlene Tansley, for the recognition of our Unified Student Assistants.
Thank you. The following seniors have been part of the Unified program, including music, woods, sports, foods, and video at Watertown High School for the entire year. Please stand as I say your name. Josh Girton. Josh Olson. Jordan Williams. Anthony Battaglia. Daniela Perugini. Mia Dost. Damian Padilla. Dylan Barker. Emma Conrad. Colin Hurley. Colin Leach. Alex McGrath. Samantha Zwaba. Jacob Zaski, Olivia Pasquarello, Sophia Quadrado, and Kyle Zaccanini. Thank you. Their dedication to this program has been one of the most rewarding experiences for every student that is involved. As a member of the staff, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation for their commitment to the Unified program at Watertown High School. These students represent what Watertown students are, have been, and will continue to be into the future. Thank you for all you have done to make our school a welcoming place for every student. Thank you. You may sit. At this time, I am so pleased to introduce the class of 2023, Ian Metcalf, for his remarks.
Thank you, Ms. Tansley. I'd like to once again give a warm welcome to everyone in the audience tonight. The students, parents, guardians, relatives, teachers, administrators, Board of Ed members, and of course, you all, the Watertown High School class of 2023. To begin, I'd like to thank some of the people who have helped me get on the stage today. And I'll warn you, this list isn't short, so try not to fall asleep on me just yet. To my mom, thank you for giving me the confidence I need to keep moving forward and for seeing me through any successes or failures. To my dad, I truly owe so much of what I've achieved to your guidance and work ethics, so thank you. But I really hope I never inherit your hairline. To my sister, Abby, and my brother, Noah, no one knows how to get on my nerves better than the two of you. And still, I'm so thankful to have grown up alongside you both. To my friends, In all honesty, you guys are probably the goofiest people I'll ever meet, but I truly couldn't ask for a better group of people to graduate with. Love you guys. And I'd also like to thank Mrs. Gaydosh for allowing me to explore my interests in and out of the classes I've had with her, Miss Guerrera for putting up with my daily sarcasm, and Miss Laughlin for dealing with my insanity for these 4 years and for giving me a more positive perspective on academics as a whole. Last but most certainly not least, I'd like to thank my friend and fellow graduate, Behzad Qurbani, for the $2 he gave me to shout him out this evening. So huge shout out to Behzad and thank you for the donation. So my name's Ian. You might hear some people call me Doodle, and a few months ago I was told to write this speech. And I like to talk just as much as the next guy, but there were two problems. One, I don't know what I should talk about, and two, senioritis just made me into a very lazy person, so getting myself to write this speech in the first place was quite the challenge. Nonetheless, I had to write something. I thought maybe I could take inspirations from the requests I received for what to talk about. For instance, about 3 weeks ago in my Gov class, I had numerous students come up to me and suggest a series of DJ Khaled quotes I could quote. Namely, tell him bring out the whole ocean, and let's go golfing. And after I scrapped that idea, I became certain of another thing, that I want to hold back from talking about my personal experiences as they pale in comparison to those of our whole class. So, I'd like to discuss some experiences we are all familiar with. To start, I'd like to shift in reverse and reflect on where we started. Most of us came to our first kindergarten class in August of 2010. Looking back, our world was dramatically different. Google Meets didn't exist yet. AirPods were nothing but an idea. And for better or worse, depending on who you are, One Direction was still together. And with little experience to build on, each of us held the capacity to meet new people and create new memories within the next 13 years. And over these years, we've all formed connections with one another, and with them, a set of experiences that we are all familiar with. Each of us can remember the scramble to find one left shoe and a hoop earring during our senior year pep rally. I'm sure we can all remember what we dressed up for as Halloween this school year. And how could we forget when Casey and Garrett had their 15 minutes of fame as King and Queen of Homecoming? But what makes these experiences so unique is that only you standing in front of me know what I'm talking about. Those in the audience don't. These are our experiences and ours alone. But after today, these collective experiences come to an end. At some point, games on our parents' phones, silly bands, and struggling to do long division turned into college applications, prom, and struggling to do long division. Our time has run out, and today we leave behind a plethora of shared experiences. We'll never have another class together, football game together, or dance together. Gathering here tonight will be our final experience together. I have to admit, I'm afraid to leave this school tomorrow. I don't want to just leave behind all of these experiences and head right into the future. High school has given each of us a sense of comfort and knowing what to expect tomorrow. But after tonight, we're left with many questions. How will I pay my bills? How will I manage my time? Will I be successful? The anxiety of what lies ahead is something on many of our minds, but the way we tackle that fear can also be our path to success. So, I say we don't waste our experiences we gained here. Instead, they should serve as fuel for our future and our dreams. While growing up, many of us were unfortunately told that our dreams are unrealistic, unobtainable, or simply too difficult to achieve. But I don't believe that to be true, because I've seen people's dreams unfold with my own eyes in my time here. I've seen decades-old track records be shattered. I've seen people run successful businesses. I've seen people literally become famous, even if it's for playing Fortnite. These aren't extreme cases. These are people in our class. People's dreams have no end, and in our time here together, each of us has gained the experience we need to pursue these aspirations. So what does all this about dreams mean? Well, in leaving here today, I want you to say goodbye to these collective experiences, but not to forget them. Thank yourselves for how far we've driven to get here today, but don't slow down just yet. Instead, build on our experiences, discipline yourself, and rekindle the ambition that was once broken. No matter what limits people impose on you or how draining your journey may seem, I promise you are all so much more capable than you think. So, when we're all cranky old people in 60 years from now, I hope to run into you at Le Bon's and see you've already succeeded. Thank you all so much for every day I've spent with you since that first day in kindergarten, for the friendships, the memories, and the experiences I will share with you all for a lifetime. Thank you. I would now like to invite our valedictorian, Giacomo D. Rinaldi, to the stage to address the Watertown High School class of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. That was an epic speech. Before I give a long, boring lecture about the journey we faced in the past 4 years or the future that lies ahead, I would like to remind the graduates sitting in front of me that none of our achievements would be possible without the help of our mentors and family. We owe a large debt to our guidance counselors, teachers, custodians, grandparents, and parents, especially those who have dragged their child out of bed the past 4 years hoping they would graduate. So please, graduates, as you celebrate this glorious day, do not forget to express your gratitude to your loved ones, not only because it is kind, but also because it creates a great opportunity to ask for money. And while you're enjoying yourselves, please take the time to reflect on your own hard work, as our time in high school has been anything but normal. In just 4 years, we have battled against 6 changes to the daily schedules, we have suffered the onslaught of TikTok trends, and, of course, we have endured COVID. Despite all this, we've managed to make it here today, and I feel as if our unrelenting efforts are best captured by the words of Martin Luther King Jr., who once said, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." Our flight through high school began rather smoothly, as our tiny selves entered the large hallways craving the freedoms of adulthood. We were so excited to one day drive, buy anything we wanted, and pay taxes. But first, we experienced the freedoms of freshman year, such as football games, homecoming, and midterms. Yet, just as we fell in love with our role at WHS, we were abruptly met by our first heartbreak, COVID. For some, this was a taste of freedom that meant playing Xbox and Fortnite until 3 in the morning. But what started off as a 2-week vacation eventually turned into a year of isolation and confusion. We quickly discovered that plans for the future were not guaranteed, as we bounced between learning behind a screen, a mask, or sometimes both in the same week. Unfortunately for me, this meant having a mask tan line permanently imprinted into my driver's license. Nonetheless, we kept moving forward. We slowly returned to school with our ambitious behavior reignited. Our passions were heard by our protests when the school-wide study hall was removed junior year. Our passions were seen by the overly competitive games of musical chairs at the pep rallies. And our passions were felt by the steam rising off the dance floor last homecoming. I have to admit, the steam was pretty cool at first, but it became disgusting after realizing it was just evaporated sweat. Regardless, while our high school education began at a slow, isolated pace, we were always ready to pick up the customs we left behind, teaching us that as long as you are not standing still, you are making progress. So please, graduates, do not be afraid to pursue your passions, regardless of how prepared you feel or how much time you think you have, because in the words of Tupac, no one can take away your dreams. Whether you want to be a doctor, business owner, musician, athlete, designer, engineer, or all of those at once, we have learned over the past 4 years that there is not one strict path or timeline to success, because it would not be called a dream if it was not personal. For example, I remember long ago when my younger self took inspiration from the animated TV show One Piece and told my family I would one day rule the seas and become the king of the pirates. I remember my mom looking my younger self dead in the eyes and saying, "Jack, grow up, you graduate next month." So no matter how childish your goals are, cherish them to the fullest extent, since only you can call your dreams stupid. And while our passions have remained high these last 2 years, the most discouraging part will arrive after today, as we will be met with the same dilemma we faced freshman year. After today, there will be no more bells to guide us, no more ridiculing the school lunch, and no more seeing each other daily. But this does not mean our passions have to be cut short as well. In each of you exists a child who once dreamed of ruling the world, so instead of regretting what you're about to leave behind, focus on continuing to build your passions so that you can one day look back to your younger self and say, "We made it." Whether you fly, run, walk, or crawl, keep striving down your own unique paths, regardless of what you will leave behind today, because as we have learned, changes and loss may come at a moment's notice, and while they may not be your fault, it is your responsibility to keep pushing forward and keep pursuing your dreams until you win. And finally, before I leave today, I would like to personally thank the members of the crowd who have shaped who I am, so if you've not already fallen asleep, this is a cue to do so. To my older brother Joey and younger brother Josh, thank you for allowing me to be the favorite child. Someone had to take the spot. To my grandparents who traveled on a boat from Portugal many years ago, thank you for showing me the value of taking risks to achieve a dream. To my stepdad Matt, Thank you for being the best old man I could have asked for. All of my hard work and loyalty comes from your example. To my mom, thank you for being the best role model I could have in life. Your ability to endure multiple chronic illnesses and my insanity over the past 4 years has shown me how to be mentally strong, and I attribute all of my efforts to your inspiring model. And to the class of 2023, thank you for building a unique community throughout these past 4 years. Each of your perspectives has been vital to this school, and I wish you all the best of luck in your futures. To send you off on your own journeys of dreams, I would like to share a powerful quote. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. So please, graduates, do not walk off this field regretting what you could have done, because it is never too late to start. Instead, leave with your biggest passions in mind and keep pushing forward until your younger self is proud. Thank you all. At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Krista Palumba, Chair of the Board of Education, for her remarks for the class of 2023.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Education, I am honored to congratulate the graduating class of 2023. This graduation ceremony marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. You have achieved a significant milestone in your lives, and we are incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished. Your hard work, dedication, and determination have brought you to this moment, and it is a testament to your abilities and the support of your families and teachers. As you move forward on your journey, I want to provide you with some words of encouragement and guidance. First and foremost, never forget that you can achieve great things. You have already proven this by successfully completing your high school education. You have demonstrated that you have the focus, determination, and intellect to accomplish anything you set your mind to. Also, we hope that you take with you the lessons you learned both inside and outside the classroom. These lessons will serve as a foundation for your future endeavors, and we encourage you to continue to seek out new experiences and challenges. However, success does not come easy. It requires commitment, hard work, and sacrifice. There will be obstacles and challenges along the way, but don't let them discourage you. Instead, use them as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. I also challenge you to be leaders in your communities. You have the ability to make a difference, to impact the world around you in meaningful ways, whether it's through volunteering, activism, or simply treating others with kindness and respect. Never underestimate the power you have to create positive change. It is important to remember that graduation is not the end, but merely the beginning of your journey. You have the potential to make a positive impact on the world, and we have every confidence that you will succeed in whatever you put your minds to. Finally, remember that life is precious. It can be easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle and bustle, but don't forget to take time to appreciate the beauty of the world around you, to cherish your relationships with friends and family, and to pursue your passions and dreams. As you venture forth from high school, I have no doubt that each and every one of you will make your mark on the world in your own unique way. We wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors, and we look forward to seeing you in the incredible things you will accomplish. Congratulations, class of 2023. At this time, I would like to ask Assistant Principal Ms. Nicole Cody for her remarks.
Thank you. Good evening. I would like to again welcome and thank the Board of Education, Central Office Administration, distinguished community members, faculty and staff, as well as family and friends who are here tonight. And good evening to the class of 2023. We are here to celebrate a very commendable achievement. Graduating from high school is arguably one of the most impactful achievements you've accomplished so far in your life. The diploma that you're about to receive confirms that you have met all of your academic requirements, and this alone is something to be extremely proud of tonight. However, this accomplishment is one that also carries a variety of emotions with it, as it is a rite of passage, and it is occurring at this very moment. This moment symbolizes the culmination of who you have become in the last 4 years, and who you are now on the brink of what your future holds. With consideration to the many emotions you must be feeling tonight, if I can give you one last bit of advice in the last minutes that you remain a Watertown High School student, it would be to never forget the journey that led you to this moment. Add to this journey the challenge of an unprecedented global pandemic that turned your world upside down in the middle of your freshman year of high school. Just as we were getting to know all of you, add masks, virtual learning, and now getting to know what all your ceiling fans look like at home, you need to now hold on to the very things that successfully led you here. I have personally witnessed the journey of the class of 2023 to graduation. And because you had to navigate your way through high school during a very difficult time for the world, I can say with confidence that you have certainly developed perseverance along the way. This is an important quality to have, and it is also important to note that you cannot develop perseverance without making mistakes and without having to struggle along the way. Please remember that we all make mistakes in life, but what defines character relies on what choices we make moving forward. There's a quote by Nelson Mandela that speaks to this very principle. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. I will always remember the class of 2023 as a compassionate, loyal, and kind group. Take this opportunity to think about the camaraderie you had developed over the last 4 years. The laughs, the tears, the dancing at prom, the lip sync battles and tug of wars at senior picnic. One of my personal favorite moments this year was playing unified kickball. Even if you have been spending the last 4 years of high school in anticipation of this moment because you couldn't wait for it to be over, always hold on to the moments that brought you joy, and also the ones that make you human. These are the things that will aid you as you continue to move forward. Take a moment right now to turn and look around at your fellow classmates. I can assure you that these individuals also faced and overcame challenges along the way. We are all more similar than different. Hold on to this common experience that is high school and know that you can always rely on each other. As you head into the next chapter, my hope is that you consider this advice to help contribute to the world in your own unique way. You owe it to the world to work hard to be the best version of yourself. Each and every one of you deserves the very best that life has to offer. Please never forget that no matter where life takes you, you always have a home here. Congratulations to the class of 2023. It is my pleasure to invite to the podium the Superintendent of Watertown Public Schools, Dr. Allison Villanueva, to deliver her address to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Cody. Good evening, graduates. You look amazing from up here. And also good evening to our parents, families, faculty, staff, our honorable board members, as well as our state representative, Mr. Paletta, our town manager, Mr. Ramo, and our town council chairperson, Mr. Ramsey. Okay, so not too long ago, my middle child, who actually just graduated 5th grade today, she was invited to a birthday party at a place called the Grit Ninja. And maybe some of you sitting here may have been to a place like this. But it's basically a place that specializes in the sport parkour. Okay, so if you're not sure what parkour is, I'm going to describe it a little bit. Parkour is a phenomenon where perhaps the competitors at the most difficult levels run along building tops to spring off and leap onto other surfaces, potentially other building tops or other surfaces below, above, adjacent, the next wall, whatever's in front of them. And these athletes, they continuously run to build enough momentum to make a series of subsequent jumps until they reach their destination. Now, their destinations are typically somewhere unexpected, somewhere high above a building or peculiarly situated. To say in the least, a place where the average person would most likely not want to be finding themselves. So if you can kind of picture the opening market scene of Disney's Aladdin, or maybe meets old school ninja movies and the Bourne Identity all balled into one, that pretty much sums up parkour. But as I was watching some of these elite athletes engage in parkour, jumping off the side of buildings, leaping from rooftops, and springing off of inanimate objects that you would never even conceive of jumping off of, like handrails and hoods of cars, they got me thinking about momentum and trajectory. Each one of these parkour athletes would alternate between running as fast as possible to gain momentum, identifying a place to spring off, and then with all their might jump to the next target with a limitlessness and an absolute joy to the leap. I was also afraid that they could just fall off the building and die, but they didn't. But anyhow, you may be wondering, what does this have to do with a graduation speech? Well, as I see each of you sitting in these seats, it's actually been momentum and trajectory that has fueled each one of you through your entire academic career. In kindergarten, I'm sure some of you didn't even realize that you would actually be in school for the next 13 years. Or perhaps some of you, after entering kindergarten, knew that you were on a 13-year trajectory, but when you were that age, waiting for your annual birthday seems like an eternity, so to conceptualize that you'd be in school for 13 years was probably unfathomable. But slowly and surely, each of these years, those grade levels that moved you up and up through your academic career helped you gain momentum to leap to the next year. You worked hard, you learned new things, you made new friends, you built confidence, and as each year passed, you ran through as fast as you could and you found the next jumping off point, whether you knew it or not. You tuned your trajectory as you leapt to the next level. And now here you are in your cap and gown, where each of you have a trajectory in mind, and they will lead in all different directions. Some of your trajectories will take you to different schools, different cities, maybe even different countries. You will study different topics that some of us here as adults may not even realize exist. The momentum that you've garnered over these last 13 years have prepared you, have fueled you, have given you speed and resilience to help you spring off to the next spot. You've chosen to take to the next level of what you're trying to achieve. And as you go off into this very big world, you'll have many, many more moments where you gain momentum and speed. Perhaps the first job that you know will become your career, or an attempt to pursue graduate studies to expand your mind. Or when you're getting ready to climb the ranks in a branch of the military, or when you begin building a business of your own, or perhaps the momentum you will build at the very moment you've garnered enough courage to start something from scratch. So remember, you get to choose where you're going to spring off next. You get to define the direction of your own trajectory each time you're ready to make a leap. And so we wish you many, many, many leaps after you leave here today. Surround yourself with the people who love you, who you trust, and maybe, just maybe, are smarter, brighter, and more wise than you. Their energy will add to the momentum that pushes you forward. And each time you're ready to spring off to the next phase of your life, know that your experiences here in Watertown, your community, and your family were the building blocks that built the foundation to help you define your trajectory in life. Graduates, we are so proud of you, and we commend you for the long hours, the countless nights, the endless conversations, and persistence you've demonstrated to get you to this day as a graduate of Watertown High School. Congratulations, class of 2023. And at this time, I would like to invite Mr. Holgrave to the podium.
We organize students not alphabetically, but by their student success planning groups, which are small groups of students that have met together as an advisory group since freshman year. We will now award diplomas. Giacomo Davide Rinaldi. Ian Kennedy Metcalf. Emily Morgan Kiernan. Charlotte Kyla Faban Manalo. Melanie Taylor Martinelli. Jasmine Thu Pham. Ava Dishnika. Cami Elise Labella. Samuel Joseph Hillel. Madeline Michael Creeder. Karina Phaedra Deros. Alexander Aaron Puttick. Kyle Joseph Zaccanini. Alexa Maya Philippi. Dylan Andrew Barker. Emma Henrietta Connard. Mia Elizabeth Dost. Colin Benjamin Leach. Danielle Merteza. Jonathan Samuel Nunes. Bezad Kurbani. Arlita Rakipi. Timothy William Scanlon. Brielle Aaron Trudeau. Unique Maeve Butler. Dominic J. Colanino. Jessica Dingy. Orion Hovey. Tobias Joseph Koval. Joshua Main. Emma Grace Newguy. Angela Gabriella Sally. Mason Curtis Smutney. Alexandra Welcome. Evan J. Williams. Michael James Allen. Rocco Christie De Laurentiis. Arbor DeMary. Desiree Ann Dunlap. Garrett Thomas Lauer.
Christina Marie LeMay. Vincent Cody Marciano. Elenice Marie Mendez. Luca John Maroli. Courtney Nicole O'Brien. Elizabeth Noelia Pacheco. Dylan Scott Payne. Lana Marie Roger Sovia. Valen Sadiku. Ryan John Santapietro. Sarah Michelle Cox. Vincent Mark DeStasi. Michael Frank Fleming. Abby Grace Gallagher. Paul Amador Gonzalez, Jr. Ella Lynn Guerrera. Julia Ray Hines. Abikayla Curdy. Daniela Lucia Perugini. Venus Irene Torres. Jalen Leanne Valenzuela. Zachary Michael Warner. Casey Banga. Taj Kamani Bennett. Nicholas Bristol. Jacob Ryan Burr. Kira Ashley Geiger. Adriana Luisa Guerrera. Stephen Thomas McNulty. Ethan Michael Powell. Miranda Lynn Sedano. Amelia Rose Tamburino. Gianna Danielle Barry. Ryan Joshua DeJesus. Tristan Tyler Enquist. Jack Thomas Geis. Gianni Gizzi. Isabella Maria Greneau. Jocelyn Casey Maldonado. Adriana Olivia Melarano.
Olivia Grace Pasquarello. Benjamin Michael Schweier. Marco Safroni. Jake David Barberi. Nicholas Stefan Basil. Avery Grace Gelinas. Alexander Patrick McGrath. Alizea Leela Maroli. Mia Faith Nordby. Alexa Ray O'Brien. Grace Lenora Pinkerton. Kyle Anthony Sirocco. Valera Aisha Zailali. Madison Riley Bono. Gianna Nicole Calabrese. Nicholas Anthony Catita. Charles William Egan. Robert Michael Haru. Hannah Marie Layer. Damian Padilla. Daniela Marie Perugini. Nevis Sardarsi. Garth Kennedy Betts. Olivia Ann Carew. Samuel Filatico. Nathan James Guerrero. Jennabelle Grace Jenkins. Alana Chantel Johnson. Isabella Whitney Molina. Logan Blaze Paluis. Zachary David Paletta. Adea Salmani. Samantha Aaliyah Schwaba. Ian Vasquez. Kimberly Destiny Davis. Dylan Christopher Justo. Sophia Joy Gugliotti. Gavin Connor Mayton. Rosemarie Elizabeth Mitchell. Clara Grace Pizzolo Russo. Jaylon Taylor Polizani. Erie Spaho. Constantino Joseph Tanganelli. Alexandra Faith Verno. Carter Graham Willoughby. Dana Asba. Anthony Battaglia Jr. Sophia Elizabeth Coco.
Alex Xavier Cole. Giovanni Michon Hurdle. Colin Michael Hurley. Abigail Elizabeth Lilly. Kyle Joseph Longo. Alexander J. Mercer. Neil Raju Patel. Gregory Xavier Stroley. Lenny Yadiel Urbano. Tiana Janae Williams. Jason Edward Beverly. Zachary Matthew Getz. Jonathan Michael Hart. Jordan Quinton Hill. Mark Andre Joseph. Amarta Una Marcu. Megan Elizabeth Mordarski. Orgito Marati. Abdul Rahman Shahid. Sophia Francesca Samos. Joshua Zachary Olson. Ava Marie Vanuk. Jacob Zaski. Joel Michael Augustin. Bridget Nicole Beverly. Adriana Marie Dandinoli. Chloe Hunter Farrington. Francesca Estelle Lantieri. Axel Yair Ocampo. Dominic John Pinto. Jordan Michael Williams. Joshua Allen Gurton. Sophia Quadrado. Eduardo Takimori. Stuart Richard Beauvais. Ashley Ann Dalia. Nathan James LaMadeline. Emily Victoria Mendelson. Victoria Jocelyn Molina. Alize Marie Omar. Lola Elise Peluso. Erin Elizabeth Pensakowski. Burton Ralph Simeon. Lillian Kendall Villar. At this time, I would like to invite to the stage Giacomo, Karina, Alexander, Kyle, and Alexa for the presentation of the senior class gift.
We would like to invite to the stage our class advisors, Mrs. Sear and Mr. Rosa. We want to thank you both for all of the hard work you have put in as our class advisors. As representatives of the class of 2023, we present this donation to the class of 2024.
I guess it's time now. I'm gonna go off script for 2 seconds. Just remember, 180 days ago, I told you in the auditorium this day was gonna come fast. I hope you made the memories that you needed to make, and I hope that you remember them with joy. We now ask that the students of the class of 2023 please stand. Y'all can do better than that. As your 4 years of high school comes to an end and all your hard work reaches fruition, it is now time to make it official.
We are so proud of all that you have done to get here today and look forward to seeing how you put into practice the lessons that you all learned here at Watertown High School. At this time, the interim principal of Watertown High School, Ms. Tansley.
Thank you. Madam Board Chair, Madam Superintendent, I have examined the academic records of the students here tonight, and I certify that each of them has met the Watertown Public Schools academic and performance requirements to earn a Watertown High School diploma. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Members of the class of 2023, I am so proud of the hard work and dedication that you have shown to get here today. It is my honor to recognize you as graduates of Watertown High School. At this time, please move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left. Congratulations to the Watertown High School class of 2023. Okay. Okay, that was impressive. This concludes our graduation ceremony. Please remain in your seats until the graduates have left the field. Thank you.